So Grammarly, software for proofreading and plagiarism checker. So after proofreading the work that you have done a couple of times, we will now use Grammarly to help us fine-tune the work as well as begin the process of checking for plagiarism. So what is plagiarism? Plagiarism is the act of using someone else's ideas, words, or thoughts as your own. In academic writing, plagiarism is considered as a very serious offense. If a student's work is plagiarized, they will definitely fail the entire course or risk expulsion from the institution. On our side, we risk our accounts getting closed. Therefore, any writer found to have plagiarized work is a risk for us and will be terminated immediately. Grammarly is a software that aids in the process of proofreading. Kindly note that Grammarly by itself is not as efficient as manually proofreading the work, and therefore you should not depend on it alone. In addition, the suggestions made by the software may not always be correct, and therefore you should use the software with discretion, only applying the suggestions that you deem correct. So now we are going to have a look at how to use Grammarly. So assuming this is the work that you've done, you have the title, the introduction, and the body paragraphs, and the conclusion. So in your browser, type in Grammarly, and then click on the link. So you log in with the details that we will have provided. Go back to the work that you've done and highlight everything. So an easier way would be to press Ctrl A and then copy. Go to Grammarly, click on New, and then press Ctrl V to paste. So the next thing after pasting your work is to click on the plagiarism checker. So you turn it on. So as you can see, Grammarly noted that there's 1% unoriginal content, 16% critical issues, and 15 advanced issues. So the first thing you need to do is focus on the plagiarism and the critical issues. The advanced issues, you can ignore them unless they make sense. So let's have a look at a few examples. So the first one would be this. So the pollutant gases form a blanket layer around the earth. So you see Grammarly suggested from, and the from doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I think form a blanket layer around the earth is correct. So I would ignore that. So you see the thing we were telling you, that not always does Grammarly give the correct suggestions. So that's an example of discretion. Another one would be, let's look at this one. So some of the leading causes of global warming include, so Grammarly is suggesting that we remove the comma, which actually makes sense. So you should do that to the work slowly as you proofread, taking into account what Grammarly is suggesting. So this is a serious one. So Grammarly has noted plagiarism. So one of the ways to tackle plagiarism would be to paraphrase the sentence. So in this case, let's have a look at this sentence. Global warming has resulted in an increase in the temperatures. So clear example. So let me undo that. So let's go and look at the original sentence. We're in the second paragraph. So the second paragraph was, global warming has resulted in an increase in the temperatures of Earth. By simply changing this phrase to global warming has increased the temperatures. By simply changing this phrase, we have removed the plagiarism. So global warming has increased. So that was a good example of paraphrasing. It's like taking the same words or in a sentence and changing the meaning. Not changing the order of the words without necessarily changing the meaning of the sentence. So yeah, that is paraphrasing. So paraphrasing is expressing the meaning of something written or spoken using different words. So you should do that to the entire paper, taking into suggestions made by Grammarly. When you finish, click on Control A and then Control C to copy, and then go back to the work that you are done. Press on Control A and paste the work from Grammarly. So this is the proofread content that was taken through Grammarly. So yep. Interested in online writing as usual, we're always hiring, so contact us at hiring_department@offici.co.ke.